Hi YouTube, my name is Jordan. I'm a 33-year-old mom of three. My oldest is almost 7. My middle child is almost 3. And my youngest is 7 months old. I'm a stay-at-home slash working mom. I do DoorDash and Uber when I get the chance to. Other than that, I'm with my kids all day, every day. I was born with a rare genetic disease disability called hemihypertrophy. Hemihypertrophy is where one side of the body is larger than the other. For me, it is my entire left side from the face to my toes. It is noticeable from my knees to my toes. I was diagnosed at age 3, and I've been wearing a leg brace since the age of 4. I have never been labeled with a disability. There was never a lot of testing growing up in the 90s and 2000s like they have nowadays. And it's still pretty hard to get someone to kind of label me as with a disability. Once again, yes, I only know life with a leg brace since the age of 4. I have no calf muscle on my left side. I cannot lift my foot up on my own without my leg brace. I have to lift from my knee up. I have leg drop. I never know when I'm going to trip over my own foot. It happens all of the time when I am not wearing my leg brace. And sometimes even with my leg brace, as my leg braces are always weak over time. And my leg continues to get weaker over time. I cannot flex my toes on my left foot. I have 2 different size feet. Basically, I was born with 2 different legs and 2 different feet. This is kind of like, I guess, my introduction to YouTube. I've tried doing YouTube on a couple different channels a few times, but I always seem to like get nervous and punk out. Or I make the mistake of telling other people about my channel that are close to me, and it kind of maybe intimidates me a little bit. And I'm already not someone who is an out there type of person per se. I'm very to myself, and I kind of shelter myself. That's due to a lot of things in my upbringing, such as being born different and judgments and questions that I get asked when I do show my leg in my brace, or certain things I went through, such as being raped as a child from the age of 9 to 15, and I had a successful conviction in 2019, late 2019, early 2020, and it took me 19 years. In total, I've helped put away 4 pedophiles since the age of 11 due to some things I went through as a child, once again, and some relatives. And there are still 2 who have never been charged for certain roles and things that they played. Now, I'm not going to go all down the timeline, but a little bit about me. I would like to start YouTube, and I'm nervous, and I keep trying and trying and trying and punking out and punking out and punking out. But I'm really, 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 really going to try to give this thing a shot. Excuse me if I stutter. I'm not someone to just, like I said, put myself out there like that. I'm not really good at talking openly, but I'm going to try and put myself out there. I think it's important for me to do so because right now, for the past 1.5 years, almost 2 years, I've been helping to prevent my niece and nephew. Their names are Arabella and Aiden, from foster care. And things are kind of turning around to where they just might be able to go back home. And we've been working on them going back home with my sister. So now that things are kind of changing for me in the moment a little bit here and there, I'm taking advantage of those areas where I'm able to focus on myself and find out what it is that I want to do, what it is that I actually like about myself, the things that I actually want to bring out of myself. I've always had trouble doing so, or committing to myself, shall I say. I've always had a problem committing to myself. I have no problem, not really no problem, because I do have problems committing to other people and other situations and things, but I definitely want to work on my commitment to myself, my self-love, my self-worth. What is it that I want to do? What is it that I love about myself. You know, that's where I am right now. And that's one of the things that's pushing me here to once again continue to try again until I get it and I get it right, you know. Um, that's all I could hope for. Um, I don't have a very interesting life. Excuse me if I say 1,005 times. Yes, I know. Oh, excuse me. But I don't have a very interesting life. I do have a disability. I've never been labeled by doctors as having a disability, which is irritating to me. Um, but okay. I clean, I cook, I like road trips, family trips. I just love doing things with my kids, being outdoors with my kids, making memories with my kids. I'm all about my kids 24/7, just as every other mom who has their kids, you know? So that's pretty much my life. When I get the chance, I DoorDash and I Uber here and there. And I've never got my GED, so I put myself back in school and I am in GED classes. Um, I I want to see myself in that cap and gown one day. Due to things in my upbringing, I was never able to really focus on school, you know. But there was a point in time where school was everything for me, especially when it came to like the extracurriculars, such as like volleyball, band. You know, I was that girl when it came to all of that. But I, somewhere along the lines, after a certain point, I lost a lot of focus, and for some reason, it seemed to have always remained that way. I've always had an urge to like keep pushing or keep going, and I just get knocked back down. I get discouraged. I get discouraged very easily. Some might say this isn't a platform for you if you get discouraged easily, you know, but I'm not worried about that right now. That's part of me pushing myself and me helping myself grow. Um, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna just kind of cut it there. I just wanted to do a really small introduction um, to my channel, and I hope to check back in with everybody. And if anybody has paid attention to this video, please give me a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe. Give me a chance. You know, you can come back after a couple videos if you want to. No judgment. No judgment zone. Please no rude comments. I'd appreciate it. And until next time.